it's really important to have the whole system. So we need to have a look at the soil health, look at the crop's health, look at what nutrients, what pesticides we may have to use to grow that crop. So as a farmer, I'm really passionate about agriculture. I enjoy working in agriculture and have for a long, long time.
It comes down to that balance. How do they remain profitable and ensure that the environmental outcomes are there?
The guys at HCPSL are one phone call away to come out and explain stuff or come out and do soil samples.
We use the HCPSL and other agronomy services daily, basically on a daily basis. So, but yeah, they're sort of core to our business.
Coming from a farming background, I've had to do it myself. And I've had to really think about, okay, what's the farming system? How do I drive my costs down? Because we have very small margins and we need to make sure that we're efficient in every component of it. So every bit of fertiliser, for example, if we put it into the ground or onto our crop, it has to give us the maximum benefit out of it. And we don't want to lose it off farm. So we want to be able to utilise all the inputs that we have efficiently and effectively.
My name's Adam Royal. I'm the project coordinator for Project Cane. The overall aim of the project is to provide agronomic support and tailored nutrient solutions to growers. We break it down into a number of different what we call tools. One of those tools is a nutrient plan, which we call our cane plan. We work with growers on farm, taking soil tests, looking at what their soil constraints are, and trying to help them improve their productivity as well as their profitability.
Simple things like fallow management. We've got a system and routines going now at fallow management, but we're happy to explore different options and different trials and things, and that's what sort of excites me about the Project CANE.
So it's a holistic approach. We're not just looking at one thing in isolation, and that's one of the benefits of this project is we're looking at the whole farming system. We've got to get change on the ground. So we do the research, not for the sake of just doing research. It's getting outcomes for our industry and our growers. That's the important thing.
We've then got some workshops where we work with those growers to break down the 6 easy steps nutrient guidelines. So that's what the industry uses to set the benchmarks for the nutrient management. We've also got a Clearest Mud demonstration program. We've got a mill byproduct, which is mill mud or mill ash, and we're looking at how efficiently we can use those products. And lastly are our grower groups, so our cultivating cane grower groups. So they're the main tools in our toolbox that we'll be using under Project Cane.
It's one thing for me to go out with my father and just go out and learn how he does it, but it's even better if you can go out and get another person's business idea of how they do it.
If you're going to progress in any business, you've got to have those network bases where you can fall onto different sources and gather information out of it.
Greg's been in cane farming. There's a couple of generations there, and Todd, his young fella, is moving into cane, and that quite often can be a challenge too for the industry, is helping that next generation of grower to make those decisions that they need to make for what they really effectively is a long-term prospect for them. They're not looking at a 5 to 10 year window, they're looking at a 30 or 40 year window.
It was basically a benchmark for me. We just drew a line in the sand, and Todd coming back onto the farm now, it was good to him to enter into these new systems so that he's picking up from the grassroots and he's growing from this point on.
If we can get growers to understand their farming system better, and that's in all aspects, that's understanding how the soil works, how they manage nutrients better, how they manage their pesticides better, how they manage sediment. And at the end of the day, make a buck out of it and have a low environmental footprint. That will be the success.
We've partnered up with our two main partners. DAF, so the Department of Ag and Fisheries. They're going to be working with us and working with our growers to look at the economics. And we've got Tropwater, in particular Aaron. He understands the district, he understands the complexities. He's worked with growers before, so his role really will be helping us decide where some water quality monitoring needs to be done. And when you're doing water quality sampling that takes in 50 farms, how you bring that down to that one individual farmer is difficult. So we're hoping in this project to really drill down on that and get the growers involved on a grower by grower basis.
It's not a job where you can just slack off. You gotta run everything by the book.
You know, we grew up on the reef, so we love our fishing, love the Great Barrier Reef. So we do everything in our power to make sure we're doing the right thing to sustain it and make sure it goes on, you know, for generations to come.
If we can really engage with growers who to date haven't been, and get them to, you know, to really feel like they're a part of the program and actively participate, then I think that'd be great.